As you guys know, the new Pet Simulator 99 update dropped today, and it is already the worst update they have released. And it only took them 2 updates. In fact, I hated on the first one pretty hard, but this second update is absolutely atrocious and just proves how little big games actually care about their player base. So, you may be thinking, okay, you're just one person, what's making you say this? So, let's just go through the mistakes that have been made on the launch of this new update. When you join in and you see the new area, it shows you a price that says 2k, right? So you may be thinking, okay, right, so the price is 2k, I will spend 2k on this door and I will get into the next area. But you are wrong. In fact, the price of the door scales. So the more money that you have collected before this update, the more the door costs you. And I can tell you that this is a fact because I had 150k coins and I bought the door, and then after I had 2k, the door cost me, this first area cost me 148,000 coins to purchase, right? So I was thinking to myself, okay, this is really weird, but I don't care, right? I've got a pay-to-win team, and I know that I will blast through this update really, really, really fast. So I was like, okay, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. Let's just blast through this update, and let's see what it has to offer, right? So I look at the zones thinking, okay, the last update was 8 zones. Maybe we'll get 8 zones again. Maybe we'll get more. I like to think that developers like to push the boundaries, always try and do better than their last update and just make their player base happy, right? I was extremely wrong and such a naive idiot for thinking that would be the case. Preston released 5 new zones and it took him an entire week to do that, right? And listen, I'd understand if Big Games was an indie studio and was maybe a smaller Roblox game, right? I would understand it, right? But that is not the case, right? And I know for a fact that with the amount of income this game generates, you can definitely find a full-time developer team that can actually give satisfactory updates for the game. And I know this for a fact, right? Because, listen, let's think of it this way, right? Let's assume that Preston has a lack of morals and ethics, which I believe is probably the case, since allegedly he didn't pay the designers of some of the huge pets. So I think that's a solid assumption to make. If we're to make that assumption, then why does Preston not just go out and hire children to code his updates, right? And this is why, because a child that can code Lua would probably work for a fifth of the price of an actual coding professional that is older, let's say, and knows income laws. Why doesn't he just hire children, right? Because they would probably work more for less pay and we would get a better update every week. But he doesn't choose to do that, and I don't know why that is. The thing is with big games is the only point in each update for a game is to funnel the player base into purchasing something, right? And this happens every single update. You get new packs, you get new things, blah, 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 right? And so I wouldn't really care if that was the case if you were consistently providing good content and good updates and things that the player base actually wanted. However, when the first update is just adding things to this new game that were already in your previous game, I think that's extremely pathetic, and it's something that should have been in the game on release. The fact that they were hyping up adding rap, right, to their recent game, which was already a feature on their last game. The fact that they were talking about bringing back something to this new game that was also already on their old game, but that still isn't here yet. It's like, so why do you think we're stupid? I mean, I'm not. So as someone that has a lot of free time right now, I'm playing a lot of Pet Simulator 99. And I came up with a strat that basically involves grinding to the last area and then quickly selling as many of the pets that I can for a lot of gems. And this strat always works, right? So I was thinking, okay, that's what I'll do, and I'll try and get as many gems as I can by doing that. But Preston and his team disables the trading plaza, right? So I'm thinking, oh, okay, so I can't pull my strat anymore. That's interesting. And then I asked myself, okay, why would they do this? And this may sound like a bit of a conspiracy theory, but I'm quite sure that Preston saw the amount of gems that people that were pulling my strat are making and decided to disable the trading plaza just so people like me couldn't make gems. And, you know, it's in fact still not available almost 2 hours after it was initially made unavailable, which suggests to me, right? Okay, let's give the players more time to grind to the last areas just so that the price of these new pets aren't extremely high and so that players will be more encouraged to go for the gem packs. And you may be thinking that sounds extremely cynical and stupid, but think about it, right? Is this something that Preston would do? And since he puts minimal work into each update, gets the community manager to absolutely hype the shit out of every new update, despite a massive lack of features, and the fact that allegedly he doesn't even pay the people designing his huge pets for their work, would this be something that he'd do for more money? I don't know. I feel like it all makes sense, but maybe I'm just delusional. Maybe Preston is actually a really good guy, just trying to do his best to provide an absolutely amazing game for his player base. However, I highly doubt that's the case. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'm really disappointed in this update and extremely pessimistic for all the updates to come. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys in the next video.